Hey guys! So I guess this is gonna be like an explanation video or kind of like a venting video. Whatever I end up doing, it's just gonna be this. And I want to apologize for a lot of background noise, especially because like airplanes and helicopters and birds, the window is open because it's such a nice day today. And also my cat is finally eating by herself. So you might hear her, but I doubt it. She's kind of far away. There's a lot of things that have been happening in my life, like in my personal life. And I guess I just wanted to talk about that and stuff without getting too much into detail on certain things, of course. 2017 has kind of been a hard year since like the beginning of the year. Like, oh, are you gonna use the bathroom? You can do it, kitty. Oh, get in there, baby. My cat hasn't been using the bathroom because she has a cast on her paw. Or not a cast, it's a bandage. I don't think she can get in. But give me a second, I'm gonna go put her in her litter box. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, 2017, not the best year. Since like April or March, things have just been a bit tough. And it's kind of funny how, because obviously it just, when things get hard, it's just get hard. Things are like okay in the beginning and then they slowly get worse and worse. And that's just kind of how my whole year has been. And you guys, it's weird how you guys, or some of you guys, are able to tell. Like, I've seen comments on like my more recent videos, or like not too recent because I haven't done too many, but videos a little back where people say that they notice, they're like, is there something up with you? You don't sound as happy and peppy. You sound like there's something going on. But again, just, I record my videos in separate days, and some days I'm happier than others or whatever, I guess. But yeah, so that was always really cool to see people notice that. I guess it made me feel nice and that people noticed. But anyways, yeah, it was usually like a couple of the same issues just kind of carrying on throughout a long time. And it was pretty bad. I was really just really hurt and sad a lot of the times. And I thought it was like the worst thing that could be happening to me in the year or in a while. But then something way worse happened early September, and that's kind of like a big reason why I haven't uploaded in a while. Like, I feel bad for even saying, like, I feel like this video is gonna be like, this is why I haven't uploaded, give me some whatever. But like, things are just weird. Like, the first couple weeks that I didn't upload, it was because of me being a procrastinator and not working. But then like some really serious family stuff happened early September, and I don't want to go too into it just because I want to have like respect for my family and I don't want to put everything out there. But just something happened to a very, very, very close family member of mine. And to those of you who don't know, I'm a very big family person. I have a big family, and we all live pretty close to each other, and we visit each other like every other week, sometimes every week, but it has been like that. Well, it's been like that recently because of this, but I see them practically every day now. Yeah, big family person. So when something goes on in the family, everybody's there, and it's a really hard time. But I think things are gonna be okay. He's recovering, and I think it's gonna be good, and I have a lot of hope. But when that first started happening, I didn't want to upload because, first off, I didn't have any time. I was never at home. I was always like at the hospital and stuff. But when I finally did have time to not be at the hospital and I could be home for a couple hours a day, I still wouldn't upload just because I felt guilty for even like doing anything. I'm sure some of you guys have felt that way, whether it's for like a kind of like a health kind of issue like this, or when anything just kind of bad happens to you or a family member or like a friend or somebody. I don't know, when something bad happens in the world and then you feel guilty for doing anything that makes you happy. You guys have had to have felt that. But that's how I felt where I felt guilty for working on videos because it's something that I genuinely really love to do and it makes me really happy. I just didn't want to work on anything because I said, no, this isn't the time to be working on this. I need to be focused on other things. I don't deserve to be happy right now. Just kind of like those kind of feelings. It was really off, especially because a lot of my family members were not at all they were in a like even worse place than I was. So I felt guilty for even wanting to do anything that made me happy, especially in front of them. But things are getting better, so I've been working, and also my mom helped convince me. I posted a video last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week. And it was her who convinced me to do that just because she told me, hey, you know, it's been a long time since you've posted anything. You should probably do that because he was really proud of you. You should work on it because, yeah, he was just really proud of it. Birds, I'm being serious. But yeah, so that's kind of what convinced me to start posting again. And, yep. But I can talk about something else that happened that's like way less heavy. And I can go into detail on this one because it's just my cat. My cat, we have a couple of scratching posts for her, but they're not like the super tall ones, and so she doesn't use them. She doesn't like scratching posts. The only thing she would scratch on is a chair that I had, and I would let her just because that's the only thing she had, but we got rid of it pretty recently, so she hasn't really been able to scratch on anything except the couches, which we get mad at her for doing that, so she still can't do that. And so a couple of her claws from her front right paw like grew into her paws, so she had ingrown nails, and the poor thing, like, she started walking like she wouldn't be able to walk on that paw starting on Sunday. So on Monday I took her to the vet, which was super scary, by the way, because I had to like call the vet and make an appointment, and I had to be a grown-up, and I hate making phone calls, but I knew I had to do it because if I didn't do it, nobody else would. So took her to the vet. They took off the nails. I don't think they like completely took off her claws or anything. I think they just trimmed them so they wouldn't be in her paws. But now she has like a little, like she has a bandage around her paw. It looks super cute. She's so funny the way she walks. She like won't use that paw very much for walking. So she kind of just limps around. It's so cute. And it's been kind of a hassle just because every 12 hours we have to give her antibiotics so she doesn't like get infected. And we had to change her litter from the sand to newspaper pellet kind of things. But my cat is super picky, so she wouldn't use it, so she would hold in everything. So we had to change back to the sand yesterday. I asked the vet because they wanted to change it so the sand wouldn't get into her bandage and infect it. And she was like, you know, if she's really holding it in, it's fine. Just keep an eye on her bandage and make sure nothing gets in there. So we've been keeping a close eye on her. She won't eat or drink unless she's like hand fed. So that's really cool. She's just been kind of a hassle lately, but very recently, like today and yesterday, she's been acting a lot more normal. She's jumping onto high countertops where she shouldn't be, and I get mad at her. And I like gently lift her back down just because I don't want her to just be putting too much pressure on it. I'm sure it's not, I'm sure the pain, like the worst of the pain has passed. So that's why she's like doing that again, but still, as a worried mother, it really freaks me out. But you know, cats are just cats. She's freaking crazy. More life updates, I guess, because I don't remember if I told you guys this. I think I did. Yes, I did switch to Clip Studio Paint, and I also got a new tablet. It is the Wacom MobileStudio Pro, the 16-inch one, which is a bigger one. It was $2,500. Very expensive, but I'm paying it off monthly, so that's pretty sweet that I even get that option. It is so great. The reason why I ended up getting the bigger one instead of the smaller one is because my wrist had been hurting for a while, just really cramping up and stuff, and I wanted a new tablet, like a screen tablet, just because, first of all, I've been wanting one since I was 14, and another reason is because of the whole wrist cramping thing. And I got the bigger one just because I heard that it doesn't cramp up your wrist like the smaller one does. And it was so right. My wrist no longer hurts. It's so great. And anytime I go back to using my old tablet with my computer, it just cramps up. It's just not a great time. So I'm really glad for this purchase, and I do hope to make a separate video for it. It is October, which means it's Inktober. I totally thought I could do it, but surprise, I don't have time and I'm lazy, and there's so many things going on in my life. But there's some good things happening in my life that I also don't want to get too much into, just cause kind of too early to talk about it, I think. I mean, it's not too early, but I do want to wait until I'm ready to talk about it and stuff. But yeah, things are okay. Things are definitely getting better. My relative is improving. My cat is improving. And the other thing that was kind of hurting me before all of that happened, that has been improving as well. So like all the problems are slowly just getting better. And I cannot wait until everything has passed and I'm in a really good place. I am definitely in a better place. It's just not as good as it could be. And I'm just really excited for that. I'm really excited just to be super happy again and not having to stress out about things. And yeah, so I guess that's what this video was about. I guess sorry, I was just kind of venting. It's crazy how you think you're in a really bad spot and then things get worse, and then you feel like an idiot for thinking that you were in a bad spot, because you're like, I actually had it really good. And now I realize, now like you appreciate, you never appreciate what you have until things get really bad, or until you lose them, or you almost lose them. So really guys, if you are, appreciate where you're at. I know there's a lot of you guys who are probably like in a really bad spot, and so you probably can't appreciate what you have. But I will say, if you are in a really bad spot, just know that things can only get better. At least that's just kind of what I believe. I know a lot of people don't really take my words that heavily, because I'm known to be like a super optimistic, like sunshine person. And a lot of people don't agree with that, or with me, or don't like how I think. And that's totally fine, because we all think differently and stuff. But I personally like to be optimistic, just because I'll be way too depressed if I wasn't. So, is it Hannah Hart that says that? Practice reckless optimism. I should really try to follow that, because I think it would help me a lot. But yeah, to those of you who are in a bad time, in a bad spot, I'm there with you, and I hope things get better for you, and just do whatever it takes to make you happy, as long as you're not, harming yourself or harming others. But yeah, and I'm gonna end this video because it's getting too long. So thank you for watching and listening to me just vent and stuff. I hope you guys are having a better time than me, and I hope to be getting to my normal, happier videos soon. And yeah, I have a lot of ideas still planned. I just need to work on them. Thank you. Please be very good outlets for me, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Okay.